Cats are wonderful, but one of the downsides of living with one is that they'll often turn your lovely, expensive furniture into a pile of shredded fabric and wood. They just can't help themselves. It's not that cats want to destroy your possessions, it's just part of their nature to sharpen their claws and keep them in tip-top shape. One woman in particular knew this. In order to give her cat something to scratch and prevent her precious belongings from being the target, she set out to make her very own DIY cat tree that ended up being pretty incredible. Most cat trees are pretty ordinary. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. They're basic structures, and they don't exactly make your house look beautiful. It's frustrating if you love aesthetics as much as you love your cats. Still, the idea of building one all by yourself can be pretty daunting. Where do you even begin? Luckily, one woman found herself in the same position, and she can serve as a real inspiration to us all. She started by cutting down a small tree from outside, removing the leaves and trimming all the branches. She didn't want to start off using processed wood since that looked too boring. She really wanted to captivate her cats after all. Next, she cut the trunk and removed 2 heavy branches so the tree could stand even without a base. This thing was going to be the center of a lot of cat activity, so it needed to be very sturdy. Using a circle jigsaw, she then cut out 2 base discs out of plywood for weight and stability. It was good that the tree could stand all on its own, but adding the base discs would keep it from toppling over. The base was attached using lag screws, which were more effective for this kind of project than any other simple nail or screw. These special screws would ensure that the tree would stay connected to the base. The tree was looking good, but she wasn't done yet. Now that the tree was able to stand on its own, and it had a supportive base that would help balance any additional weight, it was time for the next step. From there, she used a laser level to cut the tops of the branches smoothly and evenly. If you don't have a laser level handy, that's fine. A standard level should get you similar results. Then it was time to start making the platforms that would sit on the tree. Rather than just cut into the wood, the woman carefully created shapes using stencils out of cardboard. Once this was done, she used the stencils to trace the shapes onto plywood. She then used a jigsaw to cut those shapes. Using a free-form saw like a jigsaw enabled her to more easily create naturally organic-looking designs. Using a belt sander, she rounded the edges to make the platform safe for her kitties to play on. While cats are tough creatures, they can still get cuts and splinters. The woman wanted to do everything that she could to make the platforms comfortable for her cats. Once this part was done, she decided to add a nice lacquer coat to make the platforms more pleasing to the eye. While shiny and smooth platforms wouldn't matter much to the cats, they would still make the whole project look finished. The project was moving forward at a tremendous clip, and the tree was almost ready to go. Now she had to figure out a way to safely mount the completed platforms onto the prepared branches. Everyone knows how much cats like a good piece of carpet to claw, which got her thinking. Perhaps what her platforms really needed was a nice patch of carpet for them to really tear up. So she went to work on cutting carpet. Finally, she added some rope so the cats would have plenty of texture to grip while they were climbing. Although the cats would probably have no trouble climbing the bare branches of the tree at all, the rope was an added measure that would also help preserve the tree trunk. And presto! That's one impressive kitty playground. While it might be indoors, there was no denying that this DIY cat tree managed to completely capture the beauty and wonder of the outside world. These were seriously lucky kitties. One of her cats even gave it a thorough inspection. You can tell this cat was totally elated to start climbing up and exploring her new tree. Cats spend so much of their day lying around, and it's nice to see they appreciate the new activity. This DIY cat tree was clearly a hit. Just an hour after it was installed, the woman's cats were making good use of it. At first they seemed curious about the new addition, but before too long they totally made it their own. Now, the owner didn't have to worry about her cats messing up the furniture. This kitty seemed to have accepted that this tree was his new happy home. Not a bad spot to lounge around, huh? Hopefully, these cats didn't start fighting over who climbed to the top perch, though that seemed highly unlikely. When it came to this cat tree, it seemed as if every platform was a winner. Not only is that an amazing piece of play equipment for these cats, It's beautifully made and looks great in the home too. Those cats will love playing on it. And best of all, they'll probably leave the rest of her furniture alone. Share this perfect creation with your friends.